Hi air signs, welcome. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for October 1st through the 6th. Keep in mind air signs, this is a general reading, meaning it's not going to resonate with anyone. So I always ask of you to utilize your own intuition, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force it. If the message doesn't resonate at all, it just means it's not for you. If you want something more private and personable, I do offer private readings. All of that information is in the description box below, so you can find that there. And if you are new to the channel, welcome again. And you can go ahead, if you feel guided to subscribe so that you can be notified of future updates. Hit the bell twice though, okay? All right, air signs, this is how it works. We are going to start off with some oracle cards, and then we are going to do each individual air sign, and then from there I'm going to have a collective healing, and I will timestamp that all below. But first we're going to ask our air signs. We're going to ask our ancestors, our ascendant masters, our ancestors to call upon what we need to know for the week of October 1st through the 6th. This is for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, all right? What clear messages do we need to know? Time is fluid and always moving. Some of this may be happening, so just keep that in mind. Use your own judgment, guys. What messages do we need to know for our air signs? For Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. What do we need to know? All right, here we go. High Priestess of Spirits. Ooh, another sign had that. I want to say it was a water sign. If you have water in your chart, you might want to check that out. Oath. Fragments. All right. This is kind of like the High Priestess energy, okay? This is all about the inner knowing, using your own intuition. An oath. For some of you, you might feel like something has been broken, especially with fragment next to this. For some of you air signs, you might feel like there's an ending to an oath or something is broken in it, and you are really being asked to look within. For others of you, you have a very loyal individual that is going to help clear this feeling of fragmentation. This is like a ghost. If you look here, you can't quite clearly see what it is. It's like it's broken apart. All right, we are going to start with the sign of Libra. For those of you who are celebrating your birthday this week, Libra, happy birthday. All right, I just had my birthday on the 29th of September. All right, here we go. Libra, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, Judgment, followed by, on top of the oath, the Hierophant. This is definitely a commitment. Two of Cups, Six of Swords, Three of Swords on that fragment, Five of Cups, Four of Swords, Ace of Swords reversed. This is you. This is you not having some kind of truth. So we have some slow energy on top of this High Priestess. I feel like many of you Libras out there have been slowly getting yourself stable. Now, this doesn't always mean to be just, when I say wealth, it doesn't necessarily mean finances, okay? I feel like, and you might have Earth in your chart, so you might have Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, but I feel like this has been slow coming in place, slowly getting into that healing mode. But you, even though you have the Three of Wands on here, this is a victory. So as slow as it may feel, there's a victory in play here. There's somebody who wants to make you an offer of some sort here. It could be a fire sign. It could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but somebody is putting an offer in there. But you have Judgment underneath this. So I feel like what's in play here is this, whatever this was, the slow progression towards healing, taking care of yourself. You're in a victorious stage of knowing your worth, right? And the judgments that are in play now are not necessarily on you, but this other individual may feel like they may feel like they can't offer you enough. Yeah, underneath Oath is the Hierophants. This is a contract in play. For some of you, this is definitely somebody you know from your past. If this is for, I feel like for some of you who are dealing with a past situation at work where you didn't feel like you were getting justice and you have worked your ass off for this position, just know that this person knows it and they want to correct it. They want to correct the situation. They've seen everything that you've been through and how much you've proven yourself. But also, if this is a love relationship where somebody is coming back or all of a sudden not feeling like they're hesitant, they're having some second thoughts, this person coming towards you, and it could be, you know, they might have water in their charts, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But do you see how she's looking at the cup and she's kind of like bound up and he's coming out there with another cup? Might have been reflecting in the past. I feel like you're out of that energy of reflection, that you're moving out of that. And the why I say that is that you have the Six of Swords and this is your own energy. You're moving out of that into calmer waters. You are moving towards something. You are confident in it. Your hands are folded. I mean, you're confidently moving on here. You're just flowing through this shit, flowing through it. This fragmentation that was in place. Yeah, there is heartache here for sure. I mean, you get broken, but when you have these heartaches that come in place where you feel like your heart was broken or something didn't go in play or you're not seeing the victory yet, because you are victorious here. You are victorious. I feel like you've been through that, but I really feel like this is the perception of the other individual who sees what they may have done to you to bring you heartache. And if this is job related, like I said, this person is now realizing how much hard work that you put in and that it was really tough for you. But we have the Five of Cups, and this is about spilled cups, right? Look at it. All the cups are spilled. But you see how she's reaching out towards something? Like, whoa, who's that? I think that there's on both ends not realize, like one person is chasing after another person and the other person actually does have the offer. So if this is love related, I feel like you may not think that that individual will ever come back. But the truth of the matter is that individual really likes you or really wants to correct the situation, is very loyal to you, wants to have a next step in the commitment, but they're so focused on what they did to you or how they might have been to you. And you are like, no, I've accepted, I moved on, I know this has been a slow thing. But what's happening here is, this is your energy. You are moving away from that. You are putting your swords down and really going in, Libras. Meditating. Seeking that truth. The truth that maybe you didn't have. Maybe a truth of situation. Maybe you're seeing the perception that is going to change. This individual feels extremely bad, remorseful. Doesn't like to see you feel like upset. But here's like, I feel like there's a knowing of this, that you both know that there's something here. For work, like I said, it's that slowness, right? That slowness of stability, the slowness of healing, the slowness of going within. I mean, you can't go any more within when you have this High Priestess energy here. But I do feel like there is some kind of oath, and somebody is extremely loyal to you still. You just may not see it. It's this need of like not seeing it yet with this energy. Yeah, I feel like, do you see how there's two people here that stab in a heart? There may have been another party in here, or, you know, if this is work related, you may have been left out of a promotion and you feel like you got, you know, the shitty end of the stick kind of basically. But if it's the case of this other individual, there may have been a third party in there that brought the heartache to it, you know, and you're focused on that, and you're definitely moved away from it. You guys are not together, but this person wants to come back. They see your worth. There's victory here. Like I said, extreme victory here, Libra. All right, Libra, if that resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and stay tuned for the collective healing, or you can just go straight to this timestamp for the collective healing message. We are going to move forward now with Aquarius. That's 11:15. Oh, here they are. I was just looking for my cards. All right, Aquarius, welcome. I'm going to shuffle real quick, and then we'll get started with you guys. On the High Priestess, the Oath, and the Fragment. What messages they need to know for Aquarius? One more shuffle, Aquarius, and we're good to go. All right, here we go, Aquarius. What you need to know for the first week of October. Messages are here for Aquarius. Oh, got it flipped over already. We're stopping. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 2 8s. Wow. Ace of Wands, 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. On top of Fragment is 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit, Page of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Queen of Wands, Aquarius. You might be dealing with a fire sign, or you might just have the fire energy in you, but this is somebody who's creative, passionate, fiery, sexy. This is somebody who knows her worth, very loyal. Aquarians, you have been working hard. Look at all this progression. You left something that no longer served you, and it was an emotional decision to make. With the 8 of Cups underneath this, and you know, you get 2 8s, so this is all about abundance. And then the fact that it's magnified, I feel like there's a lot of abundance out there for some of you out there. A lot of abundance, a lot. Like a new beginning is about to come in play here. I think with this high priestess of spirit energy that's coming in, is that you walked away from something that you put a lot of emotion and passion in, and it's just like, you know, there was something that was delusional about it that didn't serve you, and you might have worked really hard on it, but you're moving away from that energy. And the fact that there's 2 8s here, I just feel like there's some kind of wealth that's going to come out of this. You have the Ace of Wands, so this is all the energy of having a new start, new beginnings. He's got the world in his hand. I do feel like you are reflecting about a past situation. For some of you, this is in regards to love with the 6 of Cups here, and on top of the Oath, this is about a commitment that happened in the past. This also could be a soulmate or a friendship that you were reflecting on, that, you know, there was some kind of disloyalty in there. But you're moving away from this. You have gotten clarity on the situation, and because you have that clarity now of what the outcome was with that Ace of Swords energy on top of the 6 of Cups. This is about getting clarity, rushing in and getting clarity. Aquarius, this is your own energy coming in. So this is definitely your energy of getting clarity of the situation, of this past friendship, commitment, soulmate, whatever you walked away from. What's happening now is, now that you have a clear head, and I feel like that clear head came from because you went into your own, you utilized your own intuition, followed your own heart, became authentic in your sense of what made you happy. You took care of yourself. guess what? Universe is coming in. Wheel of Fortune here. Whatever fragments that you had where you didn't have the clarity now, there's a completion of some source, and this is definitely family oriented. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. I feel like now that you have this new start, you are now seeing the truth of the matter is that, and I do feel like this is family oriented for a lot of you. A lot of this was a family member that you just had to walk away from a situation that, you know, you put so much hard work into, and you just didn't feel like you were getting kind of the start that you needed, right? So I feel like what's happening here is that now you're realizing that there was a lot of hard work and there was a reason for it, and that there is going to be a future that is going to be stable, secure, wealthy, making you feel nurtured, support. But right now, there's a need to get into that hermit energy, that, you know, high priestess spirit of energy. This is, you know, going within, being enlightened. And I feel like with this new start, this enlightenment, there's a new beginning here with this abundance. With this Page of Pentacles here, there's a new start. Now, I can't say that there's this ending of this relationship, or whether it was a fight or not, is this individual is going to come back, or is the one that you have the Ten of Pentacles for. But I feel like you know what you want now. There's a completion here of you knowing what you want. You want the whole thing. You do. You want the whole thing. You want emotional happiness. You want to be able to have a home front that's stable. You want to have the whole thing. The fragment here is that this could have been fragment at one point, meaning that it could have been a dismantled family, a separation coming in play, or hardships or things like that. But now that you've really truly gone within, you're seeing here a Page of Pentacles. This is about a new start. This is about, you know, he has one coin, but there's abundance here. And I'm telling you, with those 2 8s, I'm really feeling a strong vibration of financial abundance here. But it's going to take you to go into utilize your own intuition, Aquarians. So keep that in mind, that, you know, whatever clarity that you find in the situation with this individual who was loyal to you at one point or not, what you did by walking away actually made room for the universe to turn the wheel for you, so that you can now get rid of that fragmentation, to realize that you have the Ten of Pentacles in your hands, right? That you have the ability to do that. You just kind of have to clear your head to get to that point. All right, if that resonated for you, Aquarius, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and stay in for the healing message at the end, or go to the timestamp, all right? We are going to move forward to Gemini. Let's see what we have for Gemini. All right. I'm going to shuffle the cards a couple times, Gemini, and we will get started on your reading. One more shuffle. We are good to go, Gemini. All right, what does Gemini need to know? Oh, we're stopping the deck already on Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, right on the High Priestess of Spirit. On Oath, we have the Chariot, Six of Wands. Ooh, what are you happy about? High Priestess, King of Swords, the Fool, Queen of Cups, overall energy, the Magician. Gemini, you are in manifestation mode. You're creating something, probably using that High Priestess of Spirit energy. Underneath the High Priestess of Spirit, though, and you have the High Priestess here twice. You have her here. You have her here twice. So this is definitely you utilizing it. I'm feeling with the Ten of Swords here, you are getting over this anxiety. Whatever you have been keeping you up, sleepless at night, inner turmoil. This is a completion card, right? You can't get any lower than that. You're on the ground. You're definitely coming out of that because you have the Five of Pentacles underneath this. This is about walking away from something, a foundation of some sort. So something that you put, this could be in regards to a home front. You definitely walked away from something. I feel like for some of you Gemini, and this is your own energy, this left you very cold. This wasn't an ending that you asked for because we have the Queen of Swords here and she kind of come off as a cold ass bitch. Do you see how like she's holding the sword but she's also pouring the water? Like, yeah, I don't really need that. I'm just going to waste it. She can kind of come off cold. So this might be your energy of how this happened when you walked away, that you were just so beaten up and that you walked away from something that left you really cold. Now, underneath Oath, we have the Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the High Priestess. So this is the energy of moving really quickly away from a commitment that you just had to let go of. But some of you maybe actually be relocating, right? Moving away from something. But you see this Six of Wands, this is somebody having the golden fleece, but it's got a crowd. There's a crowd around you. So there's definitely people watching you. You might have had a lot of hardships. Some of you, this might have been financial. Some of you, though, this is just really a commitment, a divorce, an ending of a situation. It's really brought in that High Priestess energy. You're on your own here. You are using your own intuition. You are walking. It's like you are embracing your dark side as well. You know, she's leaving from the light in there. We do have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here, and it's on top of Fragment. So this is definitely relationship based, or, you know, if it's not love, it's a family member where this you have broken up with, right? It's because you have the two of the same suits as a partnership. This is over. There's no beginning with this. This is a partnership here. Okay? I don't, you know, I mean, they both have the same energy, right? One is more logical, strategic, and kind of be harsh with trying to get to his plans done, and the other one is just coming off as unemotional. I feel like with the King of Swords, though, on this energy on top of here, it's kind of like this is the end of this. With the Fragment here, it's broken apart. It's done. This oath has been broken. But what's happening is now, which is crazy in a good way. For you, getting away from that energy was like, oh my God, what a relief. It's done. It's over with. Yes, I've busted my ass off that. It was so stressful and brought me such anxiety. And I wasn't even serving myself. I try not to post blame so much on one individual because I think it takes two to tango, to be honest. But yeah, there are some times where there's people out there, and I know we throw terms out there like narcissisms and being a narc, but to be honest, guys, we all have narc traits. We all do. Hate to bust your bubble, but before you throw that word out, everybody has a narc trait. Everybody. Some people are way more than others, but if you can realize it and accept that of yourself, that's accepting yourself being authentic, right? Accepting your shadow side. But here's the thing. I think that you do accept that. You've busted your ass off. You're like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want any more of that. Yeah, hey, no, stop. This is toxic to me. I'm walking away from that. I don't care how much money or financial loss that I'm going to take on this. I'm cutting it out. I'm done with it. It was not emotionally fulfilling. It actually brought me more emotions in here that did not see me. I'm getting the hell out of this. I don't care if there's an oath here. I'm moving away from that. And you feel very victorious about this. And people have seen this in you. You have people watching you here. It could be this other individual too. But underneath the King of Swords, you have the Fool. This is taking a risk, starting anew. And right underneath the Fool, Gemini, you have the Queen of Cups. You came from the Queen of Swords in the beginning of this to the Queen of Cups. It's like you went from being a cold ass bitch to the most fulfilling, loving, compassionate queen out there. Now you're seeing the emotions of it. Now you're feeling like yourself. Now you're giving yourself the love. Now you see the new start. You it did not serve you to be in that relationship. You realize that. There's a balance now coming in play here. You have been manifesting the mofo out of this. This new start, I believe you manifest it, and you're not afraid to take risk at all. All right, Gemini. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below, let me know, and let's get into the collective healing messages for all of our air signs. Put these cards away. All right. What healing messages do we need to know for our air signs? Here we go. Guardian. Ruminate. Sincere relationships. Guardian 44. You are definitely being watched by your guardians. So those are your ascendant masters, your ancestors, your guides, your loved ones. You're being watched over. They're watching your journey. This is also like allowing that to happen, you know? Some of us can be guarded in the sense of we don't allow any help. And I really feel like they're really asking you to acknowledge it, but allow it too. This is about seeking harmony with ruminate. This is all about calling something in. I feel like you've put a lot of work into yourself. Calling in something towards you. You got a knight coming flying in here. But with that comes harmony, you know, you're pulling in the universe. It's like you were working with the universe, with the vibrations that you have, and you're kind of just in sync with it. And I feel like when you're calling this in, you are calling in like-minded people. Yeah, the 29, so that's 11 here. This is sincere relationships. It's asking for you to basically really take the time to acknowledge those relationships that do bring you happiness, do bring you joy, that to realize you have that support there. I mean, here's that support card again. You're getting support twice here, and I really feel like you're calling that in. You are allowing that to happen. There's a change of allowing that to happen. We have 4-4, which comes down to an 8, and then we have an 18, a 9, and 11. These are great cards. Great cards for you, air signs. All right, air signs, I will see you next week. Take care.